Hello, and welcome to another episode of This is Rico Trying to Heal My Inner Child. I am Rico, and I would like to remind everyone that I am not a doctor, I am not a therapist, and I am not a medical professional in any way. I am just a regular person trying to navigate through life and trying to navigate what's going on in here. And still a mess. Like I've mentioned, I've come a long way, but I have a long way to go. Now, this episode was unplanned, kind of like the last one, except the last episode about my dreams, I wrote everything down, took a bunch of notes, and thought about what I wanted to talk about. Well, this episode, I don't even have any notes. I didn't write anything down. I just want to talk about how I am feeling today, about certain things about life. I will be completely honest with you. I am having a high anxiety kind of a day. Things that are out of my control make me anxious. I should mention that I am unemployed at the moment, and I am living with my sons because I just can't manage to stay somewhere alone anymore. I just can't afford it. I should mention that my truck has broken down. Not completely, but the power steering is out. And I don't know if you've ever driven a vehicle with no power steering. It is not easy. I had to drive that truck all the way back from LaPorte back to Valparaiso with no power steering. And it was a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. And the only reason I didn't just stop and to call a tow truck is because I don't have the means. I just don't. And it's rough. Things are out of your control, but can still affect you tremendously. Now, when I was younger, whenever I, had a car, when it was some of my first cars, if I had a car problem, if I had anything happen to the car, anything that was out of my control. For example, I had a car that the battery went dead. It just so happened that I had put some new speakers in the car, and then the car wouldn't start. And it was the battery. It happens. It happens. But my dad at the time, he wanted to blame me. He wanted to blame me for putting those speakers in the car. He wanted to make it all my fault. All of it. All of it was my fault. And he let me know it. At that time, we've gotten a huge fight over it, and he put his hands on me, and it was unnecessary. Nothing about it was helpful whatsoever, not one bit. But I had to deal with it myself. I could fast forward to when I was married. Same thing. If we had an issue with the car, I would be made to feel guilty about it, made to feel like it was my fault, made to feel like spending money for maintenance or repairs was my fault, like I was doing it on purpose just for fun, And these were things that were out of my control. I didn't cause this to happen, yet I was blamed for it happening. Now, the past 2 days, or I should say the past couple of days, it's been very, very cold in the negatives here. And suddenly both of my son's cars are having issues. And I know one of the cars is just a little crankshaft sensor. He already got the part. He already got it, an appointment to take it to the garage and have it fixed. And everything's okay. But I feel responsible, and I don't know why. I feel like it's my fault. I feel like I'm cursed. Like everywhere I go, something bad happens. And it's just a coincidence. It just happens. But I can't shake the anxiety sometimes. And it's very difficult. But I'm going to take a real quick break, and I'll be back with some more of This is Rico Trying to Heal My Inner Child. Welcome back to This is Rico, trying to heal my inner child. Just getting back to the topic of my recent life and my daily life and things just going on right now. My feeling of anxiety and helplessness. Uh, I mentioned my one son's car had a sensor go out, and it totally affected the performance of the car. And he was quite nervous about it, but he and I both kind of did some research and we found a place that was very close. He realized he could get it towed with his insurance and everything's fine. Now my other son, his car started acting up this morning. The engine light came on. I guess it had a real hard time starting. So we told him to take it to AutoZone and have it, get a diagnostic on it and check it out. And we don't know what the issues are with that car yet, but here we are with me feeling like it's my fault, me feeling like I'm cursed and I'm the one making it happen. My brain is telling me that if I wasn't here, then this stuff wouldn't have happened to them. And I know it's not true. I know it's not true. It's just like, it's like my mind is a boxing ring and I'm constantly fighting with my brain, constantly sparring. I'm constantly on defense. I'm constantly protecting myself. I'm constantly conflicted. And I know it's from my past. I know it's from people who have just treated me the way they did. I know that it's not my fault. And I'm getting better at dealing with it. But some days it's just not that easy. I wish I could just take all of the information that I've put out in these videos and just soak it in and say, hey, everything is okay. And I honestly, I feel better about myself. I feel better about realizing what affects me and how it affects me. But sometimes I can't help. I can't just stop it. It doesn't stop overnight. You don't just stop being anxious. You don't just stop being nervous. You don't stop thinking about things and overthinking about things. It doesn't happen overnight. When you've got more than half of your life being treated that way, those roots run real deep, real deep. It's like trying to take a 100-year-old tree out of the ground. It's not that easy. You can't just pull it out. You can't just make it go away. There's a lot of work entailed in that. Not that I've ever removed a tree, but I've seen videos, so I understand. And those feelings just will run roughshod over you. Will just take everything out of you, and it's exhausting. It's tiring. I never feel peace or at ease. I'm always on my toes. I am always in defense mode, even when I don't need to be. And I know that I don't need to be, but I still am, and I can't help it. It's one thing that makes me appreciate being here with my boys. And we had a conversation about this. The three of us, we treat each other like adults. There's no judgment on anything. All three of us can be goofy as we want to be, and no one's going to make us feel stupid about it. No one's going to make us feel worthless or less than. Nobody does that here. We all treat each other with respect. We talk to each other with respect. And it's quite refreshing, honestly. And I don't mean to bury everyone in my past, but more often than not, I was treated like I was dumb, like I was stupid, like I just didn't matter. The stuff that I liked was dumb. Everything was dumb. And they let me know it, and they let me know it over and over again. So it's quite refreshing. But I'm going to take another break, and I'll be back with a little more of This is Rico trying to heal my inner child. Welcome back to This is Rico, trying to heal my inner child. This segment, I just want to say how much I appreciate all of you. I appreciate everyone that's been here this far, has stuck with me. That takes the time to watch my videos, to take the time to comment and have such nice things to say. It's nice to know that there are people out there that, maybe have similar experiences. Not that it's good, but we can all understand each other a little bit. We can understand our reactions to things a lot better, and we can help each other out. Now, part of the reason I made this video was because I need your help. Anything that you can do to contribute to help, whether it's small donations monetarily, or if you could just continue to share, hit the like button, get me some more subscribers, share with your friends, share with other people that you might think could benefit from seeing these videos. I need your help. And if you could donate monetarily, it would be much appreciated. You could always go to the links on my page, and you could contact me through either Facebook or Instagram. I have both of those on there. There's a link to those profiles. And, it's quite humbling to ask for help, but it is not shameful to ask for help. I've had the hardest time asking for help. And it's because people in my past have made me feel weak and dumb for asking for help. They made me feel like I was just worthless if I couldn't do it by myself. And throughout the years, instead of asking for help, I just struggle and suffer alone and do it myself. When I moved out of this stupid apartment, I moved a majority of that stuff by myself. I could have asked for help, but I didn't. I got a hernia and a broken, surgically repaired spine, I should say. And I moved all that stuff on myself, and it hurt. My body still hurts from that. I have applied for disability because I just can't do the work I used to do anymore. Part of the reason why I would love to go into voice acting. I feel I could be a very good asset in voice acting, or, some sort of podcasting. I would love to go live and interact with people. Once I get to go live on YouTube, I want to do an AMA, and I'll go live, and any of you can ask me whatever you want. Ask me anything, and we'll talk about it. But getting back to the topic of help, I need your help. If anything you could contribute, like I said, everything helps tremendously. Monetary donations, or likes and subscribes, shares, any of it. Anything that you could do to help would be much, much appreciated. And just know that I love all of you. I appreciate all of you. I couldn't be here without some of you, and or I wouldn't be here without some of you. You get to a certain point where you want to just go over the edge, and I almost went over the edge, and I was ready to go over the edge. And there were people that taught me that I'm not alone, and I don't have to be there. And there are people that care, and I care too. I care about my friends. I care about my family. I might not talk to them. I might not get along with them anymore, but I still care about them. I still hope they're fine. I hope they're doing well in life. I just don't want anything to do with them. I don't hate anyone in that regard, but it's difficult. I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll be back with the conclusion of This is Rico, trying to heal my inner child. Welcome back to This is Rico Trying to Heal My Inner Child. Once again, I am Rico, and recapping this video, I am asking for your help. I didn't even write down any notes for this video, but I'm kind of surprised at how easily I could fill the time with the things that are on my mind. And like I said before, I'm not begging. I'm not looking for sympathy or pity. Life is what it is. It's okay right now. I'm still feeling pretty good. I still feel positive having a good relationship with my sons and having somewhere to stay. You know, I could be sleeping in my truck. That doesn't even work. I could be living on the streets. I could be just wandering, homeless, if it weren't for them. And I probably would be. I would either be homeless or I would be over the edge by now. And quite honestly, I'm glad I'm not in either one of those situations. But life is just not without its challenges. It's not without its hurdles. It's not without its bumps in the road. And, you know, sometimes you hit a pothole that's very deep and it feels almost impossible to get out. And lately, I kind of feel like I'm in that spot. But at the same time, I still have hope for the future. You know, the future is uncertain, but at least there's a future. I don't know what's going to happen to me. I don't know where I'm going to go. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm just going to keep doing what feels right for me. I mentioned in my last and with my dreams, I don't want to go back to working for someone who's just going to take advantage of me or take me for granted, take advantage of my work ethic, have me do more than everyone else so they could relax and get all the recognition and the credit. And that's what was happening. That's what's showing through with my anger. That was my inner child crying out saying, you know, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't like this. This isn't right for me. And it's eye-opening. It comes through in your dreams. My dreams are telling me that everything is uncertain. We feel like we're in limbo again, just floating, never growing roots anywhere, never settling, never really having some place to call home. Everywhere I've lived, everywhere I've been, I just feel like I'm temporary. I'm only here for a little while. And it's exhausting. I use that word a lot, but so much of life is exhausting. It just takes everything out of me. And I just have to muster the strength to just keep going. I have to, because I have to. So I do. And I want to give up at times. Not right now, but sometimes it just all feels like too much. And that's why I made this video, just to ask for a little bit of help. Anything you can do. Anything. Monetary donations, likes, shares, subscribes, comment on my videos. I will respond to all of your comments. So with that, I'm going to conclude this video here. I want to thank you all again for your loyalty. I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for existing. I want to thank you for being you. And don't let anyone change that, because it's quite soul-crushing when you're not allowed to be yourself. So with that, I am Rico, and I'd like to thank you again for watching This is Rico Trying to Heal My Inner Child. And I will be back very soon with another video. I'm already at 36, and the way I feel right now, I could probably go all the way to 100. And that's kind of a goal for me. I'm going to try to do that. So thank you again, and I will see you very, very soon with some more. This is Rico Trying to Heal My Inner Child. Thank you.